Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I'm iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at this interesting young feller I got from, I believe it's Toyworld. This is the Toyworld BS01 Beast General Metal Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is part of their Tactics waistcoat. I don't know what that means. Tactics waistcoat beast. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't laugh, but Tactics waistcoat. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. This is a excuse me. This is a Legends, basically a Legend scale beast. TransMetal's Beast Wars. Megatron. I'm sorry, that Tactics waistcoat. I'm sorry. Okay. Excuse me. So, I got this guy from TF Source, I think about 2 weeks ago. Today is, what day is today? Today is the 11th of July. Actually, yeah, I got him. I got this, did this come maybe a week ago? I forget. But, yeah. So, it comes in this little box, which actually is really nice. I like this texture here. It just kind of... it's got, even got an eyeball. Like, it's like the old Beast Wars type design. It's made in China. Yeah, I was going to make a bunch of jokes, but no. There are a bunch of little icons back here. Toyworld. You can go ahead if you want to scan this. You can. I don't know what that is. My eyes cannot see what that is. Can the camera? It kind of looks like maybe an Optimus Primal? I don't know. Not for anyone under the ages of 15. There's a sad Pac-Man. And I don't know what that says. And that's about it. So when you open it up, it comes in foam. Now I've got, I think, one of the Toyworld figure. This one, hold on. I've got this, their B in the golden, in the Generation 2 colors. I want to get this in G1 colors because to me this is the ultimate masterpiece B, Bumblebee. I know Takara put theirs out, and unfortunately, like, the first version looks good, but it's not like animated perfect. And then the second one is like animation perfect from the front and from the car mode, and that's it. This is pretty much just about perfect in every sense. That is a repro label. As you can tell, it's not on there. I have a problem getting these things on there even, so you'll see that a lot. But yeah, so I just wanted to... that'll come into play in another review. But here we have the Beast General, and he just comes in this styrofoam, and he's a pretty nice looking figure. I'm gonna move him off to the side. We're gonna take a look at everything this comes with. I'm just gonna remove the styrofoam for now. I'm trying a new thing, so if you're hearing music, hopefully it doesn't overpower me. You get the tail, which unfortunately right out the box it's floppy. I think this is die-cast metal. This figure is actually, for its size, it's pretty heavy. There's a lot of die-cast in there somewhere. I think the feet here are die-cast. I'm not sure what else is die-cast. We'll go over that in a little bit. You get this sword, which is actually Grimlock's Sword. I don't know if he ever used the sword in the series. I don't think so. But this is definitely Grimlock's Sword. Now, this guy came originally... this wasn't the first release. The first release of this guy was in Grimlock colors with a Grimlock head. So I would like to get that one if it ever becomes available again, and that's why you have this sword. So if anybody's ever wondering why there is a Grimlock Sword, it is because this was originally painted and packaged as Grimlock. You get alternate heads, which Move this down here. It's going to be kind of hard to see. They have, I think they have different expressions. This one is smirking. It's just so dark, it's hard to tell. That one looks like the other one. I think this one here is smirking just a little bit more. The eyes are, I don't know. They look similar, but there are some differences to them. I have not switched out the heads, and I'm probably not going to. I think the static head is fine. And then he comes with two little rubber duckies, if I can get them out. Can I get you out, rubber duckies? I actually haven't taken the rubber duckies out. They're the only thing I haven't messed with, because I didn't want to lose them. Because they are relatively small. And by relatively, I mean they're really small. I don't know why I said relatively, because they're not relatively small. They are just small. So we get, for whatever reason, we've got a TransMetal Ducky. Let's turn the light up a little bit so it's not quite so reflective. So we get, yeah, we have a TransMetal Ducky. I'm not sure what this little spiky thing is here for. I don't know if that's part of the duck, like a tuft, or if it's like supposed to be an antenna. I don't know. But there's that one, and it must be an antenna because the other one doesn't have it. And then you have, there's a little rubber ducky from in the show when he was taking a bath. He had a rubber ducky. I don't know if that was season 1 or season 2 or what, but we have those little duckies, and we're gonna put them back in here because he doesn't really hold them, and I don't want to lose them. So they'll go back in here, and we'll put the heads away because we don't really need those because he already has a head. Go ahead and move that. You get the instruction booklet, well, the instruction pamphlet, which is all in, I don't know if this is Chinese. I don't know what form of kanji this is. I don't know. But it's not English, so we get that. I could have sworn he came with a card. He might have come with a card, and I might have lost it. Because I don't see it. Is the card in here? These things usually come with a card. I guess if he came with a card, I lost it. If he didn't come with a card, well, then there was no card. But these are the instructions, and they suck. You've got, look at this. You have a gray figure on a gray background. What kind of stupidness is that? These are horrible. They don't really... Can you tell me what that means? How about this? Do you know what that means? I don't know. And now we've got gray on gray on gray, so everything kind of melts together. No, I mean, this isn't even good enough to be a poster. This is not. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a video to let me know how to transform them. I ended up looking at a few different videos. I actually ended up looking at Bolt Matrix's video. I don't really watch Bolt Matrix very much anymore. I used to be subscribed. I don't really care for his way of doing things. There's nothing wrong with him, don't get me wrong. It's just that like some of his videos, especially when he'll make a mistake, and instead of editing it out, he'll just rewind himself and then start speaking again without editing the footage out, which doesn't make sense. But then he'll edit something else out, and I don't know, to me it's just kind of, it's just not my thing. But I used to be subbed to him for a long time, so go check him out, see if he's your thing. If he is, good for you. If he's not, that's okay. I don't know what this card is for. I'm guessing maybe it's a registration card. I don't know, but that's what you get in the box. How many minutes have I wasted on this thing? I probably wasted like 10 minutes just going over what's in the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. And he's a pretty nice looking figure. Again, I like the head. I mean, the heads don't look all that much different. They all kind of look alike, but for some reason I like this head the best. That's the head that comes by default. He has nice. Let me go ahead and I can turn this way because since he's so dark. I don't know if that helped any. Did that help any? But he has nice, nice detailing. Again, yeah, like I said, these back pieces are die cast. Those don't feel like they're die cast, and there's die cast in through this whole thing. Like these bits here are die cast. Those ball joints are die cast, which, yeah. So anyway, let's just take a look. He's got these VTOLs here that do actually work, and they do come out, and they do rotate, and you got some nice detail all around. Now, I'm not a big fan of the color. For some reason, the color seems off. It seems almost like they were going with, I don't know, like sort of like a peach clay color. It doesn't, I don't know, that seems not right to me. It should be like more of a copper brown, I think. This just doesn't look right, the color that they use. So, I mean, that's one knock against them. The other knock that I have is that there are pieces like, if you look here, his arm, it's like this one is tight. This one I have to use 2 fingers. This one is really loose. When I put his tail in on this hand, like you're supposed to do, because this is the arm that Megatron used it with. It doesn't hold the tail up, and then again, that, like, the rest of the tail is fine, and when you open it, it's fine, but when you have it closed, the tail always droops, or you have to have it facing up. There's no middle ground, and because it's a pin, it's not really like you can really tighten it, I don't think. So, I mean, that kind of sucks. His legs here, see? They're fairly heavy, and again, they're pinned in, so it's not like it's a ball joint or something. I don't know if there's any way that I can fix that. Oh, I didn't know his legs did this. Cool beans. Oh, that's probably for the dyno mode. Otherwise, I mean, this guy is not bad. He does have some tolerance issues where you have to squeeze things in, and it feels like, honestly, I mean, it feels good. It just feels like I'm putting more pressure than I should be to get this figure to do what it needs to, and I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. So I won't be transforming it way too many times, you know. Let's see. It has, for articulation, we got a rotating wrist, which doesn't rotate very much. Double bend at the elbow. It has a really tight mushroom peg right here where, is that a stress mark? And now a stress mark. It's got a stress mark right there from where I just tried to turn it. Because it's now, certain parts are too loose, certain parts are too tight. There's no real middle ground with this figure. Its waist turns. This piece here is, like, all this stuff on the back is on another piece that can also rotate. This is where you connect the tail to. It just plugs into his butt. And let's see. Forward all the way, backward all the way. Double bend at the knee. And if you unpeg here, let's see if I can unpeg it. If you unpeg here, you actually can do that, but that's more for the dyno mode than anything else. Which, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, oops, I closed it too early. I mean, that's pretty nice. Let's see, did I forget anything else? Head is on a ball joint, and that's about it. There's no waist crunch. He's not a bad figure, but he's not a figure that you're gonna want to be. Also forgot his toes do this. It's not a figure that you're gonna want to be messing around with all that much. And you can see, look, see this arm, but this arm over here, wiggly wiggly. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any like floor polish in there or something to tighten it up. I don't really know, but yeah, there's that. Let's get this back together again and get him standing. Now, again, you're supposed to take this and plug it into his hand here, which you can do, but again, this arm doesn't really support the weight, although this arm here does. But we're just going to keep it the way it's supposed to be. Let's plug that in. Okay. See if I can get it to stay in now. Now it doesn't want to stay in. Come on. Alright, there we go. So there we go. Everything is now starting to droop. Everything came on. There we go. But yeah, like you see his arm here, he doesn't hold it up. You can't really do it. Whoops. Do anything with it. But if you put it on the other arm, he holds it fine. And he can move it around. And also, I don't know if that's just unpainted or just one big stress mark. I don't know. Let's see if I can get this in here. Nope. Right now I can't, so we'll just have to try to get it back in here. Give me a second. Alrighty. Alright, so there we go. We've got his... We had his thing on. What the hell just happened? Now it doesn't want to stand. I don't understand. Come on. We've got a review to do. Okay, we'll just do that. So, there we have him. I'm trying to get him. Oh my gosh. And look, I broke his thumb. I just broke his thumb. Oh, that's just freaking awesome. I'm going to do this review, whether you want me to or not, Toy. I don't understand what just happened because it was... Okay, now the arm came off. Alright. Alright. There we go. I just had to put the blasted thing on upside down, but there we go. Okay, here we go. Alright. Stand up tall. And I'll bring in... I don't have... TransMetal Megatron. I have, what is his name? Armada Predacon, which is the same mold, just different colors. So you can see what they look pretty good. I mean, this guy obviously doesn't have the texturing detail that this guy does. And I don't know if that's to... I don't remember if the I don't think the cartoon had a lot of this texturing detail. So, but if you look at like the chest, that looks a lot alike. The head, it looks a lot alike. I mean, his head is bigger, but his head I think captures more of the show. And yeah. But he doesn't come with a sword. He comes with a sword, which he can hold. So, yeah, let's move this guy out. So this is what he looks like next to Armada Predacon / Beast Wars TransMetal Megatron. That's the size difference, the bulk difference. He is with Legends Brawn. Here he is with Earthrise Wheeljack, and he's actually almost as tall as Earthrise Wheeljack. So he's about almost a deluxe size, actually. So he's a little too big for your legend scale, but next to, whoops, almost made everything fall down. Next to like MP Optimus, he's closer to the size he should be. I think actually he would be more in scale with MPO1 Optimus Prime instead of this one. And if you're wondering what am I basing that on, why would I say something so ridiculous? In the Beast Wars series, just the few episodes where Optimus Primal becomes Optimal Optimus from obtaining the spark from the Matrix of Leadership from Optimus Prime, Megatron kills him. And honestly, Megatron was only just slightly bigger than Optimus Prime's head. So Megatron should actually probably be more, maybe along this size, better than that size to be in real masterpiece scale. Let's get that out of here. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and carefully pull this out because I can't believe the thumb is broken. Ugh. Why would they even? I don't even know why they did that. They molded the thumb separately on a figure like this size. With that was just bad. That was just bad. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this off now. Here we go. So you can see I broke his thumb right off. Yep. That's awesome. Anyway, let's see if I can remember how to transform this doofus. So let's go ahead and what are we gonna do first? See, again, the instructions would be, let's go ahead and get his legs out like this first so that they are where I guess that's where they're going to be going. Let's go ahead and pop this open and we'll go ahead and we can actually get a really deep bend on his leg if we wanted to. Just close it like that if you want to. But I think it's supposed to peg into like that. So instead of being, so if you look to his leg here and then look there, you can see there is definitely a bend. And I think that's actually pretty cool. I like that they accommodated for that. I don't like that it's so hard to get in here. And my nails are not the strongest nails in the world. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we can, there we go. Okay, bend this out. It's hard to tell if I'm getting this on camera properly. So we've got his legs like they're supposed to be for the T-Rex mode. So let's see, what else are we going to do? Take this part here, we'll open this all up. This comes out. Okay, this gets ready to turn it around. And the arms, we're just gonna fold up like this. Do the same on the other side, just utilize that double elbow bend. Okay, and let's go ahead. Thankfully it was just the thumb, so I'm not completely gutted. Like, if this would have been like something even more important, that would have sucked. But anyway, so you want to get the, whoops, I kicked the camera. If you're wondering what that blue right there is, that green blue right there, that's actually my bed. We're doing this on my bed. And sorry that that's a little wrinkled. I don't have an iron. It is what it is. Anyway, get these up like so. And this is going to, let's see. Do I not have this right? I have this right. Oh, wait a minute. think I maybe see what the problem is. Yes, that's the problem. This is supposed to go at the bottom. Okay, yay. So, alright, so before we got to get this piece down first. And these pieces will go around the head. Come on. There we go. Fit the head in there. Close that up. Like so. Okay. Still feel like this is not in the way it's supposed to be. So, and this come around. This will come around. Actually, I think these go down first. Do you not go down first? Trying to do this and not break it any further because, you know, those go like that. Okay, and this is one of the scary parts because you have to force this in over that, and like you really can't do it with this piece up, which would make sense, but you can't. Can you? Can you? Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, like I said, the instructions are really, really bad. And doing this on camera is not helping any. And I've already done enough of my Transformers reviews lately without doing them on camera. So I'm trying to get back into doing them on camera because, I mean, if there's something in here that can help you, then I want to help you if I can freaking just get these pieces to close like they're supposed to. It's supposed to go around and it pegs in there. Okay, that one is in. And see, this right here goes into a slot right there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but trying to get it there and get all this together and get this pieces. There we go. Okay. And can I get this down now or do... There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Whew. That was not fun. Guys, I tell you, that was not fun. Okay. And then this goes like... maybe I should have put the tail in first. Such a pain in the butt. Oh, does this piece swivel around? Yeah. Just so many pieces to move. Okay, are you not? There we go. Oh, I can't get it around. Okay. Why did I think I could? So let's see if I can get this on. Oh, it's supposed to be up here. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and close this back up. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, one side in, that's two sides in. Okay, and there we got. Give me a second to get him to stand up. Alrighty, whew. There we go. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. We have our TransMetal Megatron. Yes. With a freaking floopy, droopy tail. We'll just leave it open a little bit. But yeah, he looks really good. He looks really, really good. Let me go ahead and get the bigger one into beast mode real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom back out again. So here we have the TransMetal Beast Wars Megatron, aka Armada Predacon, the mold, and it still looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty decent. It's got a mouth that opens and closes, and so does this guy. But this guy just kind of looks, I don't know, he looks better in a way, and he has a tongue. So, there we go. They both have their hands underneath, but this guy at least has panels that cover it up, thankfully. So, let's move this guy over for now. We'll take a look at this guy here. And he's pretty nice looking. Nice purple, almost pearlescent. Let's move this up a little bit so we can... Nope. There we go. It looks really nice. It's got painted red eyes. It's got a tongue. That's pretty darn awesome, and it does move. He has a same colored tongue, which tells you how. I mean, this is just not the right color paint for this figure. His legs are, I mean, they'll do. They're okay. It's a little weird looking. It's a little weird looking, but then the other one, the legs kind of, if you look at this guy, his legs are attached right there, so he can only look like he's walking this way, and this guy, you can make it look like he's, you know, walking, running. So, there's that. Again, it's not a bad figure. It just needed more work. This is not on here. Something's wrong. Something's not aligned properly, because that gap shouldn't be like that. Something is misaligned. There we go. It was the tail. This is still not. There we go. There we go. That's better. Flying T-Rex. But yeah, the head is right there. Where's the head for this dude? Is it under there? I don't know where his head disappeared to. His head is in there somewhere. So, he has a ball joint right there. And let's see, his head doesn't move side to side, but it does move up and down, and the jaw opens, and so does the tongue. Does move. It does articulate a bit. His legs do go forwards and back. He's still got that double knee bend, although elbow. Although you're only really using one of the whatchamacallits. His toes still move up, and his tail has a little wiggly. It's not as much as the TransMetal Armada version, but you know, he's got it. And of course, you know, what would a TransMetal Megatron be without his VTOLFs to have him fly, and his roller skates? So for the roller skates, you're just moving these up. Oh, actually, I didn't mention that his feet go side to side. I apologize for that, but there you go. So he's got his little roller skates, so you can have him roller skating. Which is, you know, to be fair, that's pretty much what you do with this guy here. And it was in the show, roller skates. Although his roller skates look a little nicer, if I'm honest with you. I like his roller skates better. And then he's got the VTOL switch open up, but they don't rotate. They don't rotate forward, and they do spin. This guy's, his opens up, and you can rotate them forward, so it's not just, he's just not flying straight up. And these do spin. Let's see. That's the detail for the original figure. It's really good, honestly. The details are nice. The sculpt is pretty nice. The engineering is not bad. It just needed more work. The tolerances, well, those are like all over the place. We got loose pieces. We got overly tight pieces. I already broke a piece. Thankfully, it was just a minor piece. It was just the thumb. I'm probably just going to leave him in his T-Rex mode for now. Because I do like his T-Rex mode. I like both modes. And I had the other mode up on display. Walking with dinosaurs. I mean, he looks nice. He looks good. He's just... Get him in a walking pose. That's actually pretty nice. He's just not perfect. He was not... Honestly, this should not have hit the market the way it did with those issues. Especially for the price you're paying for it. I think it was... I don't remember if it was $49 or $59. That's a lot of money for something that's... It's... You know what? I have to agree with Bolt Matrix on this one. It's a pass. I mean, I like it, and I'm kind of glad I have it in my collection, but I'm not gonna really be able to mess with it, which sucks because it's just got too many tolerance issues. There, size comparison because I forgot. He's cool. There's a lot of great ideas. They're just not implemented greatly. So, yeah, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good takeaway on it. Sorry for the flubs, but, I mean, it's not, like I said, the instructions on this thing suck. The tolerance issues on this thing with certain parts being too loose and certain parts being too tight suck. The colors on this, they're hit and miss. Like this kind of, I don't know. This looks kind of like makeup. It doesn't look. I can't. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's wearing makeup all over his body. It doesn't look like a TransMetal shell. It doesn't look. This should have been brown. This shouldn't have been. Like, this is like a sort of almost like a peach clay color. This is just not the right color. Should have been darker. The rest of the colors don't look great. And it has a lot of articulation, and I love that he has a little tongue. He didn't need it. I don't think he had one in the show. Maybe he did. I don't remember. But it's nice that it's there. But this just isn't really worth the money. I still want to get the Grimlock version. But, I mean, again, he's got a lot of die-cast in him. And he feels like, just from the weight, it feels like, almost like quality. But then when you mess with him, with the loose joints, the overly tight joints, getting stress marks, just by trying to turn a part that's supposed to move. That I was just trying to turn, it was a mushroom peg. It was supposed to move, and it stressed. The thumb breaking off like that, because I'm trying to fight with it to get it to hold the thing that it's supposed to hold. It's just... Unless you really are a diehard, you got to have all the Legends figures, or you have to have all the Megatron figures. Um, I would have to say, don't waste your money on this, because this is really not. This is like really for you got like those gotta catch 'em alls. This is not worth the price of admission. Wait till it goes down to maybe half the price if you're gonna get it. If you're like you don't really have to have it, but you kind of want to get it, wait until it's half price. Because you're not gonna be able to do much with it. It's either too loose or too tight, and you're gonna get stresses messing with it. And like the tail, like look, you have to open it to keep it from drooping. And I mean, I shouldn't have to. That shouldn't have to be the option. I shouldn't have to have a fin tail Tyrannosaurus Rex to have a not drooping tail. So, that said, I'm Islip. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. I'm about to stop this, so ciao.